The River Course at Keystone is a par 71 herds and fry course, which brings an element of drama to your game. The par 35 front nine is oriented around the path of the Snake River, and the par 36 back nine winds through a lodgepole pine forest. Impressive elevation changes, variable bunkers, water hazards, and 5 sets of tees on each hole combine to challenge golfers of all abilities.
Golf at Altitude takes you to the mountains and the river course at Keystone. Hello everybody, I'm Scott Hastings and welcome to Golf at Altitude here at the river course in Keystone, Colorado. And I'm gonna tell you what, if you've ever been lucky enough to either play up here anywhere in the mountains of Colorado, you know what to expect. Great views, vistas, wildlife. It is absolutely great, and it may be the best ever right here at the river course at Keystone. We'll show this course with our aerials and also on the ground, but first, our tips and tech notes.
Hi, I'm Sam Hever with the McGettrick Golf Academy, and later on, I'm going to tell you how to hit out of a plug lie in the bunker.
And then later in rules of the game, you know the rule on how to mark your ball? Dialed in a pretty good shot. Don't want to get penalized for it.
I'm Blake Olson. Well, it is Golf at Altitude, and we will take you even higher from atop this beautiful mountain course, so come along for the ride. That's ahead.
Well, with 68 bunkers on the river course here at Keystone, you may want to know how to play out of the sand. Can't wait for that tip. And of course, all the new stuff in the golf industry is great, and Kyle does a good job on the tech notes. But forget about those guys. Let's go upstairs. Blake Olson is going to take a look at the front nine.
The first hole is called the Great Divide. The river course at Keystone begins with a spectacular par 5 hole that offers a 100-foot drop in elevation. The Continental Divide as the backdrop on this opening hole. Number 2 is the Sawmill. Before bunkers and fairways, this hole was the site of a sawmill in the town of Old Keystone. Now, hikers, bikers, golfers, and even students romp through the meadows and riverbanks. Golfers should heed this lesson. Stay to the left on this green. The right is flanked by a deep bunker. The river hole is next on number 3. The Snake River serves as a backdrop for this long uphill par 3. The green is protected on the left by a small bunker and big bunker on the right. Number 4, Elk Crossing awaits. Be prepared to spot elk on the wide, expansive fairway. Also expect to see the bunkers surrounding the green. Stick to the right side for the best approach angle to the green. Number 5 is also called Meadows. This is an extremely demanding par 5 hole with willows, wetlands, and meadow grasses. Avoid the wetlands on the right of the landing area. Gulch, or hole number 6, is next. With water hazards lurking on this challenging par 4 hole, golfers need to shoot straight. Not an easy task considering the views of beaver ponds, wetlands, and the peaks of the 10-mile range in the distance. Still, tenacious golfers may see a birdie if they avoid the pond on the left side of the landing area.
Wow, that's why he's the head pro here at the river course at Keystone, Jeff Hill. Well, I mean, wow, I don't know what to say. Do I want to talk about that drive he just hit or the spectacular view? We've seen holes 1 through 6, but when people drive up this cart path, maybe they've hit a few balls, had some lunch in the 19th hole or whatever, you come up here and you see this. Is this what you expect when you come and play the river course at Keystone?
Absolutely. It's a true mountain course, elevated tee boxes. We're at 9,000 feet right now, and you definitely get a little advantage
being at this altitude.
His ball went 9,100 feet before it went out about another 400 yards. Hey, when you look at this course you're placing, the one thing that I don't think is said enough about is the availability to make tee times, how easy it is, because people plan vacations in the summer here. And I love your practice facility as well.
Yeah, we have a great practice facility. You can make tee times 30 days out. We want people to be able to plan their vacation, come up here, enjoy themselves, know that they've got a good tee time. There's a variety of price points with those tee times. So with 2 courses and the price points, you can pick something that works for you.
Now I can make you $1 million. You ready?
Yeah.
He can teach you how to hit it just like he did. Trust me, that's one of the best shots I've ever seen. Let's take a quick break. We'll come back with Jeff a little bit later. The rest of Front 9, tips of techno, that's all ahead here on Golf at Altitude.
Golf at Altitude is brought to you by Burt Subaru. Sound the alert, nobody but Burt. And by Srixon. Play a better ball.
Welcome back to Golf at Altitude here at the River Course at Keystone. Now, we see the beautiful mountains on this course, the beautiful trees, the river. The one thing we hate as amateur golfers is these sand shots. You always see these guys on Saturday and Sunday afternoon. So, oh, you got a break there, you hit in the sand. Well, you don't get a break when you got a Friday. How do you hit this shot the proper way? Well, let's check in with Sweet Swinging Sammy and the McGetrick Golf Academy.
Golf tips are presented by your local Steel dealers. Find one near you at steelusa.com.
Hi, I'm Sam Heaven with the McGetrick Golf Academy, and today we're going to talk about what you do if you come upon your ball in the bunker and it's got a little bit of a buried lie. So what I've seen here is I've stepped up to the bunker, I've got a buried lie. I'm going to have to take a little bit different approach than if I'm hitting a normal bunker shot. The first thing I want to do that's a little different, on a normal bunker shot, I'm going to open up my club face a little bit. On this one, we want to square it up. The reason why we want to square it up is we want to get this leading edge to hitting down and through the shot. So once we got that established, the leading edge going towards our target, we want to make sure that we have a nice solid base in the bunker. We don't want our lower body moving much because that'll just add one more variable to the shot. So when I'm setting up right here, I want to dig my feet in. That'll give me a good feel for what the sand is like, the consistency of the sand. Set up, bend our knees a little bit, weight kind of favoring your front foot, square up that club face, and then with our motion, we want to make sure that that club is coming in at a very steep angle because we have to get that club all the way underneath the bottom of the ball. So what I'm going to do, I got my setup right here. I feel nice and stable with my lower body. I'm going to pick the club up steep, have the ball come down steep, and hopefully we can get this thing out and give ourselves a putt at saving par. Just like that, I think I'll take that every time.
For more information, please visit us at McGetrickGolf.com.
All right, Sam, here we are. We're going to try to do this shot. You know, if I was Kyle Keefe, he didn't have a sand wedge in his bag, but he does have a foot wedge. Works every time for him. Okay, I got my base, kind of filling the sand. Got my weight on my left shoulder, or my left foot. Let's see what happens. Steep. Oh, look at that. First take, by the way. I just want everybody to know that. Well, as I go up here and check this shot out, see if I can make a putt, let's check in with our Techno segment. Kyle Keefe and Srixon Balls.
Techno Golf is presented by Burt Chevy. Sound the alert, nobody but Burt.
All right, time now for a little Techno Golf. I'm Kyle Keefe alongside Darren Schaub from Srixon. Hey, what golf ball are you playing? You know how important it is. We're going to tell you why you should be playing the Srixon and more importantly the Z-Star. Every time I turn on the tube anymore on the PGA Tour, somebody's moving over to Srixon. What's going on with the Z-Star?
Well, yeah, we've had quite a few guys move over to this ball from the PGA Tour this year. Vijay Singh and Boo Weekley are two of our most popular, a lot of people know. Well, we've got two things going on. We've got a Z-Star ball and a Z-Star X. The Z-Star is an 85 to 105 mile an hour rated swing speed. Kind of your average swing speed guy can play that one. The Z-Star X is a little bit firmer ball. It's a 105 mile an hour plus rated ball for a guy that's got more of a tour speed on his driver.
Now let's talk about the ball itself. Let's start
Okay.
with basically the outer layer. It's a premium ball, 3 different layers.
Yes, one thing that we do to the Z-Star balls is we put something on that's called a Z-coat. And it's a water wicking material that actually gets more friction between your wedge and the ball so you can spin it a little bit more when you're hitting it to a green. We also have the thinnest cover that we've ever produced and the softest cover in golf. That also gets you a lot more spin to the green. We have a new dimple design and a dimple pattern. The dimple pattern is Invisiseam. Invisiseam is a seamless ball. It gives a seamless ball, makes it a lot more consistent all the way through. And the dimple pattern is called Power Shear. And what Power Shear does, it reduces the lift and drag so the ball keeps its ball speed a lot longer through the flight and gets you more release and roll and a lot more distance.
Take me to the middle. What's the middle?
The middle is called the mantle layer. The mantle layer, what that does is it reinforces the cover. And because we've got such a thin cover, it makes it a lot more durable and also helps reduce driver spin.
The most important part of the ball, the core.
The core. Since we have such a very thin cover, it allows us to have a much larger core. The core is the engine of the ball. The larger the core, the better the distance, the better the performance.
And cosmetically, it looks good. I know a lot of people on greens like to look at the ball and feel good about the putting stroke and
Yes.
any line that they can get off their ball, and this one looks good.
Yeah, it gives you a lot of lines to help you line up your putt. And I don't see why anybody wouldn't be playing this ball. I believe it's the best ball on the market.
Give me a box.
I will get you a box.
For more information, please visit us at Srixon.com.
And there's a show off for you right there. With LPGA professional Amy Gustafson out here at the River Course at Keystone. And first of all, we're going to take a look at this from the sky of this hole. Does it get any better?
No
Anywhere in the
better.
world, let alone Keystone, than this hole right
No
here?
better. Perfect weather, great views.
You know, you look at this course right here and you look at this hole, it's a pretty straightforward par 3. You think it's going to be pretty easy. The traps obviously add some difficulty, but I think the beauty might distract some golfers as well.
It does, it does. With the river running through it, the view of Buffalo in the background.
Isn't that
Perfect.
something? Hey, talk about this course also, because so many places aren't women friendly, if you will. And let's be honest, they're dollar spend just as well as anybody else. You guys got a number of tee boxes here. This is a very friendly course for women golfers.
This is, we have 4 tees that are rated for ladies. Most of the red tees take carrying hazards out of play. I mean, you just get up and hit, there's nothing to carry. This would be the exception. You do have to carry the Snake River here.
Is this the one that the Snake River that like Knievel jumped a long time ago in Idaho?
Wrong river.
Oh, okay. Well, that was a Snake River too. I just wondered. Hey, we're gonna come back. We'll talk some more with you a little bit later. But listen, you've seen it from the ground. You've got to see this hole and the rest of the front 9 here at the River Course at Keystone.
The Snake, number 7, is next. Don't get bit. Even though the hole is relatively short, crossing the Snake River is a mental challenge. Even the architects admit par is a good score on this hole. Number 8 is Elk Run. Once a campsite for miners and loggers in the 1800s, the 8th hole now features a difficult approach to the green from the right. Best bet is to hit the left center of the fairway. Red Tail number 9 awaits, and to see a birdie on this hole, golfers only need to look up in the air. Red tail hawks are often seen gliding through the air. Golfers would be wise to check the wind before selecting a club for this hole. The long downhill par 3 features a deep bunker on the left and grass depressions on the right.
Well, that's the front 9 at the River Course at Keystone. You know, if you look at Lord Stanley Webster's dictionary and under the word beauty, you might see a picture of this golf course. Let's take a break. We're going to have the rules of the game and the rest of the course here on Golf at Altitude. Welcome back to Golf at Altitude. Just 75 miles west of Denver, Colorado. Today we find ourselves at the River Course at Keystone. Hi everybody, I'm Kyle Keefe and this is Rules of the Game, and today we're talking about rule number 20, replacing that ball and marking your ball. Okay, I've dialed in a pretty good shot. I may get all excited and want to go up here and just mark this ball. Well, my playing partner's right behind me. I'm obviously in the line of his putt. If I get up here and find my reference point, mark my ball and pick that up,
guess what? That's a penalty stroke. Always mark your ball first. So if I come up to my ball, I'm obviously in the line of his putt. Talk to your playing partner and ask him which direction does he want the ball marker moved. Mark your ball, and then if he tells you to move it one way or the other, find a good reference point, then move your ball marker. At which case, then you can pick up your ball and leave the hole without penalty. So just to recap, before you ever go up and move your ball and find your reference point, make sure that you mark that ball first. Otherwise, the celebration is none, and you're probably going to end up bogeying the hole.
Rules of the Game is presented by Burt Subaru. Sound the alert, nobody but Burt.
Kyle's absolutely right. You don't want to cost yourself a stroke, especially if you're playing some tournament, because you don't mark your ball or remark your ball properly. Well, we've seen the front nine here at the River Course at Keystone. Get ready for a treat. Let's start a look at the back nine.
Give me a home where the Buffalo roam. That's number 10, with Buffalo Mountain rising to the west. This par 4 features a fairway that drops downhill on the second shot and a deep bunker guarding the small green. Next up, Porcupine, number 11. Many golfers find themselves in a prickly situation on this hole. The demanding par 4 requires a tee shot in the left center of the fairway, and then an approach shot on the right side of the green. Tenderfoot, number 12, is next. Protected by bunkers on the front left and right side, this long par 3 also provides a very deep green and a spectacular backdrop. Tenderfoot Mountain. They call hole number 13 Needles. Par 5 plays much longer than the yardage would indicate. The long uphill hole requires an approach to the green from the left side. Beware of bunkers that flank the front side of the green. Time for lodgepole number 14. On the left is a forest of lodgepole pines. To the right, a severe drop-off. Although this long par 4 provides scenic views, it won't provide many pars.
Well, great look at holes 10 through 14 at the River Course at Keystone. I'm with the head golf professional, Jeff Hill. And first of all, could you make it a little nicer of a day up here in Keystone?
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, we've got lows in the 40s, highs 75, humidity 20, 25. It's nice.
A little different in the winter because you do some stuff with the ski patrol right here. You're looking at this hill. I don't want you to get a little antsy to go skiing or anything. Hey, talk about this place because it offers a whole bunch of different stuff. People go up through the mountains of Colorado for a lot of different reasons. All the reasons are right here in Keystone, really.
Correct. Yeah, we have a conference service center, 100,000 square feet of conference service space. Because we can accommodate the biggest groups. We have 2 golf courses, stay and play packages, so individuals can come up and enjoy it also. So it's a great place.
And the one thing I thought was neat, we were sitting here taping, just talking a while ago, you got bikers, there was a bike path right over here, these guys are on their bike. I mean, this is as relaxing. Let's be honest, unless you're Tiger or those guys, golf's supposed to be about relaxing a little bit and kind of enjoying the environment you're playing in.
I agree, yeah, we're really lucky to be up here, and people come up from all over the world to enjoy the climate, enjoy the activities the summer has to offer, and we're fortunate to be here.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. If you've not ever seen or not had a chance to come up and play the River Course at Keystone, you are missing out. Book it today because you don't want to miss out. Let's take a quick break. We'll take a look at the rest of the back nine when we return here on Golf at Altitude.
For more information on the River Course at Keystone, please visit us at keystonegolf.com. Golf at Altitude is brought to you by your local Steel dealers. Find one near you at steelusa.com. And by Burt Chevy. Sound the alert, nobody but Burt.
Welcome back to Golf at Altitude, the River Course here at Keystone with the LPGA professional Amy Gustafson. And Amy, first of all, we're standing on this beautiful green, beautiful big green.
Huge green, the biggest one here at the River Course.
It's unbelievable. But 18, great finishing hole. Talk about this hole.
Well, tee off from way up there. It's downhill tee shot. You want to put your drives in the center of the fairway, obviously. Most men can reach this hole in 2.
I have a problem with that, by the way. I don't do that very often.
It's a wide landing area.
Okay.
Ladies love this hole because you can reach it in 3.
And the pictures on it, first of all, is unbelievable. If you want, it's probably a quick play out here, except till you get to 18, because I was told you can see the east and west coast from that tee
You
box.
can. Actually, you can see our sister course, the Keystone Ranch, from the tee box as well.
Well, it's an unbelievable place. So once again, you put it out there. It's fair to the women too. And I think a lot of times people forget when they first build courses, especially in resorts, only the guys are going to play. Man, this is fair for everybody.
Very fair for women. Women love this course. We've been in Golf Digest top 50 courses for women consistently. So.
And by the way, you're rushing through this thing because you got a tee time today, don't you?
I do have a tee time today, every day.
Are you playing with me?
You want to play?
I do want to
Okay.
play. All right, well, maybe we'll get that done. Let's go back upstairs, check out the rest of the back nine here on Golf at Altitude.
Snowshoe number 15 is next. This is the final par 3 at the river course and requires a long to medium iron to reach the uphill green. Watch out for the deep bunker on the left. Hole number 16 is also named Summit. Golfers should be at the peak of their game on this 509-yard par 4 hole that features a dramatic elevation drop of nearly 200 feet. Golfers should stay right of this hole and enjoy the challenge as well as the views. Little Bear 17. This short par 4 may seem cute and cuddly at first, but beware. The tee shot must carry a wetland to the smallest landing area on the course. Then watch out for several deep bunkers flanking the green. 18 is named Colorado. With Lake Dillon as the backdrop, golfers will have a hard time keeping their eyes on the long downhill par 5. It's possible to make the green in 2. If golfers successfully avoid the bunkers, birdies and eagles are within reach. The 19th hole is brought to you by Gentleman Jack. A gentleman knows his limits. Please enjoy Gentleman Jack responsibly.
A little special edition of the 19th hole brought to you by Gentleman Jack. Always smooth right here by the practice putting green outdoors with the general manager of golf here at the river course at Keystone, Steve Cornelier. And Steve, man, this is just beautiful. This was a great day of golf, and thanks so much for having us out here.
Well, I think we all had a great day, Scott. What you just experienced is golf at altitude for Altitude TV and the golf show. And you talk about smooth. I saw some pretty smooth swings out there, especially on the opening hole and the closing hole. So, Scott, thanks for joining us at Keystone, and come on back and tee it up with us and the rest of our fans from Altitude TV.
Absolutely. If you haven't played out here, you better get out here because this is a grand course. You don't want to miss it. Well, for everybody involved, I want to say thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Golf at Altitude.